Today is May 26, 2026. I have to make sure to point out the dates so I can have the proof and the evidence to show that you have to pay attention to the crypto spaces community and channel. Now, May 21st, 2026, right? This video was unlisted on Patreon, on Patreon in the private for a few days before I made it public to YouTube. And if you were paying attention, right? You were part of the private, you were part of the Patreon, you would have seen I talked about AVICI at 57 cents, at 58 cents. I also made a call out in the alpha chat and said AVICI is on a good dip. I would DCA this dip, right? Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. This is all entertainment purposes only. I see great projects, I create a thesis, and I do my best to bring, projects that I think will do well in the medium to long term, right? Even if in the short term you see downside price action, over the medium to long term, they should do well. That is my goal here. And that's what I also share with the rest of my community here, and the insight that we all come together and work with here.
Yeah, boy.
So in this video, as you could see, again, May 21st, 2026, and I also updated the project by itself, a solo update as well in the Patreon, that hey, AVICI is in a good dip here, I would DCA. And since that point, guess what? AVICI is back above $1 at $1.07 right now. Wow! One of the patrons said that they DCA'd and they took profits here, but I did tell them, hey, hold some for the long term because this thing has a great utility and a great use case, and the fundamentals for the project haven't changed, and that is why you're seeing it up 57% right now, as you can see on the screen. Are you seeing this? Are you paying attention? A lot of projects and a lot of people's watch lists, if you take a look at the crypto bubbles, for example, are all down, right? It is a tough day for crypto. Let's go crypto bubbles real quick. Let's see here, okay? So let's take a look. On the 1 day, let me go to this is the top 100 projects. Look at this, right? WorldCoin up 17%, rain, but most projects, right, are down, right? Fed is up a bit, but most projects are down. AVICI here is up 57%. If you were paying attention, you would have already have exposure to the project and on the dips, but I still think this project is still very early because guess what? If we zoom out here, for it to return back to its highs or the local highs here, let's say it just returns to around $4 to $5. That's a 4 to 5x move back to these local highs. Back to the all-time highs of $7.58, which is a 7.58x move from $1. And people are, speculating that this thing could go to $10, $20, $30, $50 in the future, if not $100, which would put it at around $1 billion market cap, or around $1.3 billion in market cap, because currently AVICI is sitting at a $13.8 million market cap, right? But what is great to see about the project is that it's showing strength when the rest of the market right now, majority of the altcoins, obviously there's outliers, as we can see in the crypto bubbles, there are outliers, but majority of them are in the red right now. Even Zcash, a lot of people are super bullish on Zcash. It's in the red. SWI, near, you name it, man. What world, Pengu, Solana, most of them in the red, and of course there's a few outliers. So pay attention to the outliers, right? Pay attention to probably WorldCoin and FED. Pay attention to AVICI, right? One of the call outs that we talked about, around 80 cents. So again, everyone is in profit once again here on AVICI from when I first talked about it on the channel, around 83 cents, I think. But then it pulled back. I did make a call out and said, hey, good time to DCA. It fell even lower than I expected it to, but look at that. It's right back up to $1 now. People are in profits. It's green when everything else is red and showing a ton of strength here. So again, 5x to 10x move possible, if not 20, 30, 50x move. Not saying it's guaranteed, because nothing in this space is guaranteed. But is it possible? Anything's possible in crypto. Anything's possible in this space. I have a tweet right here from Profit here, which is the founder of MetaDAO, which is the platform that AVICI is launched through MetaDAO. Here we see a MetaDAO ownership coin was the fastest growing crypto card last week. And here we see the growing weekly volume growth of what is called crypto cards. My apologies guys, my camera gave issues halfway through the video, so I'm just editing this part in to let you guys know. As you can see, Plasma XPL is one of those projects as well. And you know, as far as you know, protocols like Phantom, MetaMask, you know, AVICI is the leading as far as cumulative volume, $22 million in volume. Can you guys see that on screen, right? I'm gonna zoom in for you guys here. 22 million in volume, beating a lot of other projects here and some top projects as well, even Phantom and MetaMask, which is great to see because we know those are the top biggest Web3 wallets in the space, right? That is fantastic. We also have from Anglio here, 1 billion market cap project, LARPing at 12 million. AVICI is the hidden gem right now. People will wake up once it does a 10x, right? So if you were paying attention, you got your DCA at around 60, 70, 80 cents. Again, you're in a great spot, and I still think it's pretty early here because guess what? It's barely taken off yet from, you know, previous highs. And again, the use case is what really sells the project for me, what it provides as far as your utility goes. We had a conversation in the Discord about memes and utility. A lot of people only buy utility and use case projects now that generate revenue, that have some type of you know, some type of growth in value, some type of way to show, hey, we're getting volume here, we have users, we have things that set us apart from the typical vaporwave in crypto or meme coins, right? I personally, you know, argued and said, I did debate and say, nothing's wrong with having 1 or 2 meme coins in your portfolio. I'm not saying have only meme coins, but nothing is wrong with 1 or 2 of them, right? So we're seeing a lot of strength here with AVICI though. And again, why was I bullish? Well, the fundamentals, when it was, you know, pulling back, did the fundamentals change? No, they did not change for AVICI. So now you're seeing that start to pay off. So everyone that has exposure, I know a few members have exposure to it, and you know, they're up on their profits now. Like I said, Sheb said he took some profits here, but like I said, I think you hold this and be patient because look at this potential move here. I think AVICI is a wonderful buy right here, and the team is working and shipping, so you could see this move on screen right here. Let me show you guys, you know, back to the high around $10 per AVICI, as we can see on screen. Make sure you guys can see that, right? So that would be a 10x move from here, but obviously don't FOMO in. Look for a pullback, look for levels to dollar cost average back in. When you see a pullback, say it falls below $1 again, you start to dollar cost average, right? Next big revolution in crypto is going to be crypto cards, and that's why I'm bullish on AVICI from DeFi Decoder here. 600 million monthly, still nothing. We're going much higher. AVICI will be king here. So fantastic stuff. And again, like I said, do not FOMO, guys. Just again, wait for pullbacks. Maybe it pulls back down a bit here, get some resistance, and then start to climb back up, right? That is also possible. So look for levels to, when it's on the pullbacks, that's when you DCA in. When it's up like it is now, right, and you're up, you know, around 40 to 50 to 80% from this low here. Let's say you got in around 60 cents, so you're up 70%. You could take a bit of profits here and leaving a percentage for profit, you know, take profit levels on the way up. If you found value in this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the Patreon, the private. Just go to my channel bio, click my channel name or my channel profile picture on mobile. Same way for computers, PCs as well. And then you go to the Patreon link. We already have 71 members in the Patreon, and it's only $5 a month to join, guys. So much value is being provided. People tell me I should charge more, right? But guess what? You know, to basically give a thank you to the people that support me in the early days and people that support me in the start when I'm growing, you know, starting with the growth that I'm starting to see here, and everyone that pretty much has my back from the beginning days. I'm going to make the $5 tier a locked tier, where once all the spots are filled, it is going to be limited, right? So once all the spots are filled, it will increase to $10 per month. So the quicker you join here, the better. I'm telling you, the early bird gets the worm. We see it in crypto all the time. and you're going to be navigating the space with other people that have the same goals in mind to conquer the space together. So as always, thank you so much. Remember to give praise and glory to the Lord God Jesus. Thank God for everything. Without him, we are nothing, guys. And I'll catch you in the next one.